Deep in the middle of the night, a woman trembles in fear as she welcomes a guest.
This evening has cost me a lot of money.
Moments later, the man sees her face.
I have sinned because we should have finished the ceremony first.
As the two of them struggle, something horrifying happens. So what kind of history do these two people share? In a small village, Liz works as a midwife, but since she has no tongue, she cannot speak. The next day, a new pastor arrives in the village.
Beware of false prophets.
The moment Liz hears his voice, she starts trembling in fear.
The sheepdog that get the lambs back on track when they stray off the path. And some of you have strayed. Let me set things straight. I could tell you about hell, about the pain. Retribution is coming.
And after the service ends, she quickly leaves the church as if she's trying to escape.
That man's a stranger here. Doesn't know anybody yet.
Just then, Liz skillfully prepares to deliver a baby.
Everybody outside. We don't need no busybodies. Some things aren't meant for man's eyes.
However, the mother's condition is much worse than she expected.
The baby's head's too big. I'll have to choose between the baby and the mother.
And in order to save her life, Liz is forced to make a difficult decision.
Where's the baby? Give me my baby!
That very night, a bullet flies straight into Liz's house. It turns out Nathan, the husband of the woman who gave birth, has come to take revenge.
You get down here, Liz! I want to see.
Nathan! Don't take it out of my boy!
I'm here for your wife! She murdered my baby boy!
This will be enough.
At that moment, the pastor suddenly appears, calms Nathan down, and sends him away. But even the pastor doesn't understand Liz's decision.
None of this would have happened if that baby had been born in perfect health. She decided who was to live and who was to die. That decision belongs to God. Why did she not leave that choice up to him?
Right then, the pastor starts provoking Liz, who is hiding nearby.
I know you're there. And I know you can hear me. You may have no tongue, but there is nothing wrong with your ears. How does it feel to be a murderess? I've looked at your daughter. I'm here to punish you.
The truth is, the two of them already know each other very well. The next morning,
Dad?
someone vandalizes Liz's inn. And an angry Eli immediately goes looking for Nathan.
But why can't I just play inside?
Meanwhile, Liz covers her daughter's eyes and cleans the barn alone. Just then, the pastor quietly approaches Liz's daughter. Seeing this, Liz tries to escape from the barn. But she ends up getting into an accident.
I think we can take that blindfold off now. I would like to talk to you about your mother.
Meanwhile, Eli goes to Nathan's house.
Nathan?
But they have already left the village. After being unconscious for a long time, Liz finally wakes up. Luckily, her daughter is safe. But that night, she was certain she had heard something strange from another pastor.
Mama, are you evil? The Reverend said you murdered a man. He says he's here to punish you.
Unable to hold back her anger, Liz decides to deal with the pastor herself. However, by then, the pastor has already set his eyes on Liz's daughter. At that moment, Eli senses that something is wrong and wakes up. He immediately goes to check on his daughter. Then he discovers that the barn is lit up. It turns out this was a trap set up by the pastor.
Because she loves you.
A moment later, Liz finds Eli covered in blood.
Shoot me.
Eli begs her to help end his suffering. At that moment, their son also witnesses the horrifying scene. With his last bit of strength, Eli asks him to take care of everything after he is gone. But the pastor's crimes are far from over.
It was the Reverend. He woke me up.
Knowing how cruel he truly is, Liz quickly leaves the village with the children. Soon after, the story goes back to the past. When Liz was a child, she wandered through the wilderness and was found by a stranger. In fact, at that time, her name was Joanna.
And what do we have here?
My name's Joanna.
However, she was sold for a cheap price to a man named Frank.
Whoa there now, where do you think you're going? This is where you live, dog. Let's get you cleaned up.
Years later, Liz slowly became used to living in this place. Then one day, Liz's friend got into a heated argument with a troublesome customer.
You bit my tongue off!
And the price she paid for it was beyond horrifying.
Get the fuck up! Come on! Now where's Mike? Dude, cut that fucking bitch's tongue off!
After that, her friend could no longer speak.
Will she ever be able to talk again?
Not much chance of that. Here you go.
Sometime later, she planned to escape and find the man she wanted to marry.
I've managed to find someone who doesn't mind marrying a woman without a tongue, but it'll take some traveling.
She even planned to take Liz with her.
You're gonna have a real family. How am I gonna do that? Or sisters?
But the perfect plan of the two women suddenly ran into trouble.
You two gotta come right away. Some fella just paid a whole pile of cash to buy out the Inferno.
A mysterious customer rented out Frank's entire store.
This customer right here is a godsend, and he bought the right to all of y'all this evening, and if he becomes a regular customer, whatever the fuck he wants, he is gonna get it.
Shockingly, that person was the pastor himself. So Liz covered her face and stood in front of him. But just as expected, he recognized Liz immediately. The pastor then tried to take Liz back.
I am prepared to forgive all your sins. I gave up the right to go to heaven. Only you can save me.
I won't let you do that again. I'll kill you first.
At that moment, the friend who came to save Liz was killed by the pastor. Seeing this, Liz fought back. After that, she made a life-changing decision. She decided to steal her friend's identity. And that was how Liz took her place and married Eli. Soon after, the story reveals Liz's childhood.
Onze Vader die in de hemelen zijt, uw naam worden geheiligd.
The truth was, the pastor was her stepfather.
Joanna is still speaking Dutch. I hold you responsible for that. As a wife, you have your duties.
Despite that, he was still a respected pastor in the village. The only people who knew his true cruel nature were Liz and her mother. One day, a group of injured gunmen arrived at Liz's house.
I was hoping you'd be kind enough to let me quench my thirst.
So Liz secretly hid Samuel and his companions without letting the pastor know.
Here it comes.
It's about time I introduce myself. I'm Samuel.
Joanna.
Thank you.
Sometime later, Liz's mother, Anna, discovered the pastor's disgusting desires. Immediately, he silenced her by covering her mouth. While he continued his sermon, Anna eventually chose to give up on life. That night, Liz went to Samuel for help.
It's all right.
Just as expected, the pastor tried to control Liz and force her to obey him. At that very moment, Samuel came to rescue her.
My father, I killed him when I was 9 years old. Come down here and save you.
But he was no match for the pastor. In the end, there was only one way to escape this hell: running away. And now, back to the present. Liz continues running from the pastor's pursuit.
He ain't never gonna stop, is he?
While desperately trying to escape, she gets caught on something and is forced to stop. When her son gets off the wagon to check what happened, he is suddenly attacked by the pastor and loses his life.
No! Matthew!
Despite everything, Liz and her daughter finally make it safely to a hideout.
You ever fired one of those things before?
In the middle of the night, the pastor finally discovers where they are hiding.
I was truly prepared to forgive you back in Bismuth. You turned against me. Your daughter shall suffer for your action.
He even takes her daughter hostage to threaten Liz.
And I will make you watch as I chastise her. Know that by now.
So Liz takes Sam and runs away once again.
Of false prophets.
But she still cannot escape the pastor's grasp. In the end, Liz is forced to helplessly witness his cruel actions.
I am going to hurt you as much as I can.
At that moment, Liz uses all her remaining strength to break free from her restraints. Finally, she completely ends the pastor's life. Several years later, Liz leaves the pain of her past behind and returns to a normal life. But just then, someone comes looking for her.
Long time no see, Liz.
It is Nathan, who has now become a sheriff.
I found this. Should have changed your name, Liz. I hereby arrest you for the murder of Frank Blaine.
In the end, Liz has to pay the price for stealing her friend's identity. Looking at her daughter, she makes a choice that can never be undone. The movie ends with a shot of Liz's daughter, who has grown into a safe and healthy adult. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye, and see you again in the next video.